name is Maria Villarreal, and I'm here on behalf of Skyway Virtual Studios, and I want to show you today how to sew a simple stitch and create cats in hats. These are different cats. This is for spring, winter, fall. This is summer. And if you want to make something in the future about Black history, this is the North Star. This is all the stitch I want to show you, which is called the running stitch. So, we are going to show you the supplies you need for this. You can use old clothing if mom wants to give them to you. Today I'm going to be working with felt, which comes in many different colors. This can be done with any other project that you want, but I love cats. So, before we begin, you need to turn around and get your idea. Draw it on a piece of paper. This is your paper pattern. Once you get your paper pattern done, you need all these other supplies, which are assortment of felt, glue that will stick fabric together, 2 pairs of scissors I use, but you don't have to, just good pair. For me, this is paper scissors, and this is fabric scissors, because I'm a fabric artist. You will need some thread. You can do this project with regular thread, but so you can see, I'm going to use embroidery thread, needles, and straight pins to hold down my pattern. So, and the glue is for the eyes and intricate work, but you can sew them if you want to. So let's begin. We have drawn our cat. This is our paper pattern. We have cut out the cat. Once the cat is here, I place it on here and I pin it down, and then I draw it around him, and then I will start to cut it like this. Take your time. You could turn the fabric around it. The idea to this project is it can be any holiday you want it to be, any occasion. The cat that I'm going to make today is a birthday cat because July, many people have birthdays in July. Always save your scraps. Once this is cut out, you can flip it if you wish so you don't see the marker. I'm going to have this cat on this background. I have a cat already here pre-cut and halfway sewn, the running stitch. If you need help from mom or dad, they can thread the needle for you. So let's talk about threading the needle. My embroidery floss, gee, how much should I have? I always say an arm's length like this because we're going to double it. So watch me, cutting it here, getting my needle. This is a big needle with a big eye. There's a hole in the needle. And I'm going to put it in like this, one end first. Get my 2 ends together. This takes time to learn, so don't be afraid. So I'm going to pinch my 2 fingers here, get the 2 ends, hold it, twist it around my finger once, twice, and then slide it off. As I'm sliding it off, it gathers and I pull. There you are. It's a pretty big knot, but eventually you will get used to it. This is thick thread, remember, you will get used to it. Because I've sewn halfway, if you want, if you're scared to do this stitch, because it can be any size, you can always get your marker, since you're a beginner, and mark your stitching, where you're going to go, like this, all around the cat, if you wish. Just like that. Then you will turn around and follow your line. So I'm coming from the back, coming up. I'm going to finish this cat for you so you can see what I'm talking about. The only thing you can do is accidentally poke yourself and you will say ouch. So be careful. Here I go. I don't have guidelines on this because I already know. This is very good for beginners, people who like to learn how to sew. And this stitch can be used to mend many things. Here's the back, coming up, Pulling it, I am not going to go to the end of the needle because I need to make a knot. Knot in the beginning of the threading and knot at the end of before I take this out. Otherwise, you do all this work and it will come apart. How to do a knot. I teach students how to anchor the needle first. You take this, twist it once and twice, this hoop, put the needle through it, and then pull it. That's one knot. See if I can get another one. Anchor, twist. Let's see if we can go backwards on this and see how far we can go. Tight squeeze. Got it. Now I want to cut this off. So now we are done sewing the running stitch on our cat. This is the front. This is the back. The knots are always in the back. So I want to show you at this moment, you can use regular thread. This is embroidery thread, which I like to teach young kids so they can see it. This is regular thread. So here goes. Starting from the back, pulling it, coming to the front. You decide your stitches, pulling it on the back. Coming, right here, pull. Don't be scared to pull it, just don't over pull it. Hold on, thread's getting funny. Here you go. Coming back and forth. Now, if mom is doing this because you're tired, she would probably do something like, because we're adults, she would go in, the needle judges the stitch. Always remember that. I'm going to give 3 of them and pull it. Coming here, again, and pulling it. Since I have enough thread on here, I want to show you how you can go in between the stitches. So you can make sure whatever you're making, it'll be solid. Here's a space. You're going to put the needle in there. It's right at the end of this stitch. Bring the needle over and pull. Space, put the needle right there. Take it from the top and pull. The difference. Tiny stitching with regular thread, and this is embroidery thread. Because this is like a little banner kind of a thing, and it's not going to wave anywhere, I'm comfortable with this stitch. Now my next step is to show you how to create the eyes, and like I said, this is a birthday cat. So, I'm getting my fabric scissors. I'm going to cut a piece like this. And sometimes students have, oh, I can't get that second one right. So we're going to, a little trick. Fold it over, double, so to speak. Cut that out. Hold these two together, or maybe mom and dad would like to help you. And then I'm going to make a little eyeball, the shape of an oval, like our own eyes. 2 together. I don't want to glue it yet because I want to turn around and get all my pieces done first. Now I want to cut a nose. This is my cat. I can make it any color I want. So I'm going to cut a little triangle. This little corner here. Put it upside down right there. Now I want to turn around and make my whiskers, which I could sew on, or I can make them with felt. So I'm going to cut a line like this. Remember, little point. This will be glued down. And then I told you this is a birthday cat. So I've cut circles in advance. And I'm gonna put my circles right here. Balloons, because it's a birthday. So now we're gonna use tacky glue, which is fabric glue. You don't need a lot of this, because this is meant for this kind of stuff. So this is the eye. I'm gonna put a line across here. It's a little bit too much, let me just squeeze it over. Press it, little tapping. Okay, so here's our finished project. Learning the running stitch. It's the happy birthday kitty cat. I hope you learn how to sew this easy stitch and be as creative as you can be.